Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Hillbilly Therapy. We are back for one special week. We decided to come back and help you guys during your Thanksgiving blues because we got Thanksgiving coming up. We'll be back full time here at the beginning of the year because, well, we got to deal with our crazy ass families and stuff. So we got a bunch of shit going on, but we're here just to help y'all out during the Thanksgiving blues and to answer some questions that you guys have sent in. And lucky enough, by the way, I'm Jake Hill, and this is my co-host.
I am Dan Fraley, and I am also here.
Yes, apparently. I went into my own little tirade there, forgot what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, that was...
But we got some wonderful questions here, Dan.
That'd be a first.
Kind of dealing with Thanksgiving, so
okay,
thought we'd do it on this show.
That's a good place to do it.
And like I said, we'll be back in January with a little bit of a new format. We'll add some new stuff to the show, and maybe, just maybe, we may actually have a sponsor come January.
Oh,
so
that'd be nice.
Look for the page, and we'll be promoting them like a mother trucker, but...
we will sell that immediately.
Yes.
I promise you this. All right.
It will happen, and like I said, but... First, we're going to get into some Thanksgiving questions. We got
as well.
We got Thanksgiving questions. We got Black Friday questions. And we got some sports questions because there ain't nothing more Thanksgiving than sports.
Because there's nothing he loves more and I hate more than sports questions.
Oh, then
so, either way, somebody's going to answer it.
You're damn right.
Oh, yeah.
But first, we got... For our first question, we got a wonderful one that it kind of made me laugh, but see if maybe you have a different answer than I do. But it said, if you could be famous for one reason, what would it be? I'm going to let you go first, Dan.
I have a longer list of things I would not like to be famous for. But I'd start with be famous for, like, because there's a lot of shit now that you can be famous for that you shouldn't be for. And you shouldn't be doing, let alone being on YouTube. I mean, like if you commit a crime, don't post about it on YouTube. And I can't believe I have to say that, but a lot of people have, like enough to be reported in the news. Right. So I wouldn't be that. I don't know, famous for or something. I don't know. Being good at something and not being a Kardashian. That would probably be in both. You have to be both because you can be one but still be associated with that clan. So you
want to be famous, but you don't want to have to sleep with Ray J.
Well, I don't think anyone wants to sleep with Ray J. That's not the point.
I don't think Ray J.
I think that was a career. That was a career move, and she knew it. But I mean, she only did it because the lead singer for Fastball was busy, and we all know that.
Wow! All right.
Yeah, I said it. That's a Fastball reference, fucker. All right.
See, what's funny when I got this question, it threw me off because I'm like, what do I want to be famous for? You're listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
I want to be famous for this. This is what I want to be famous for. Not getting drunk at a Thanksgiving like most of my family members.
I don't think they're famous for that because I've never heard those stories. But they're...
Oh,
it's more of a hobby than a career.
Yeah, but if you check the crime logs in the paper...
It's not famous. It's at best infamous. Locally infamous.
But each year, it's like my family likes to one-up it.
But
they're like, yeah, the cops got called at 8 p.m.
Yeah,
like,
but that's like
we got to get into they're being called at 5.
But that's like tales that you tell amongst your family. That's not really like a best of album. It's not really a greatest hits. The year that Uncle Jim smacked Grandma. Like, it's not really, can't really sell that.
Yeah, but one year we had a cop sitting outside of our family Thanksgiving to help the time. He was like, it's going to happen, so I'm going to sit here. We ended up having to bring the dude out food. We felt bad.
I'm going to have a very quick question. Isn't your father also a retired police officer?
He was.
Yeah,
he's not anymore.
No, he is retired, isn't he?
No, he's retired. Yeah.
That's what I mean. He's retired. So
but this wasn't because he was there. This was just a guy that got sick of being called every year.
I'm going to leave that one right there.
You should. And we'll probably update here after Thanksgiving. I'll probably send a picture of the call logs of which one of my families got arrested for something stupid this year.
I
feel like that could be a special Hillbilly Therapy thing every year. It should be like a Thanksgiving tradition. How did Jake Hill's family get arrested that year?
No, we'll just keep a ticker on the bottom of the screen, just like all the racked up charges.
That'd be cool.
You don't even have to say it; just have it scroll at the bottom.
Can we do that? Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, Frank said we can do it, so we're going to do
it. If Frank, our wonderful producer and the person that puts money behind so that we can do the stupid shit that we do, says it can happen, it can happen.
It can happen.
All right, just to get into a little bit of a nicer, wonderful thing with Thanksgiving. What is your favorite holiday dish?
What the fuck kind of question is that?
One that has a fucking answer.
Jesus
Christ.
I'm just saying it has an
There's
answer.
like 90,000 things that are made on
like
Thanksgiving, and he's like, I
what
got
is this, Entertainment Tonight? What is this?
Yes.
What's your favorite holiday dish?
Somebody wanted to fucking know what your
know.
favorite
All
and my
of it?
favorite dish is.
All of
jackass.
it. I don't know. I eat everything. I don't give a shit. Like, I can't eat much because, like, I'm a diabetic asshole, but, like, I can't eat a lot of sugar, but, like, I eat everything. Beyond, like, what I like. I don't know. Anything I can eat. I don't really care for cranberry sauce, to be honest with you. I'm going to answer the opposite. I'm sure some people do. Okay, if someone in the audience just raise their hand, okay, fine. I'm not against people that do. I'm not an asshole. You can like what you like. I don't get.
There is
me
15,
personally.
There is 15 people
Hey.
at Groamy CDs and Tapes,
Right.
so we're recording this right now.
Yes.
That are all watching this, and only one person was like, "I like cranberry," and he didn't even do it like, "I like cranberry sauce."
no.
He was like,
No one's that enthusiastic. No one's that enthusiastic
he
about
was
cranberry
swearing
sauce.
over the Bible in court. He was like,
That means you can believe him.
I do swear that I do like cranberry sauce.
That's how you know you can believe him, because he's willing to swear in court. But I'm saying no one's that enthused over cranberry sauce. No one's ever mind. They're like, cranberry sauce. No one's ever lost their shit over the cranberry sauce.
Do you
yeah,
swear
turkey
on this
maybe,
Metallica,
but not.
this Metallica record that you like cranberry sauce? I do. All right.
I want to know. I don't want to know the courts you go to, because that doesn't sound like. We sit here on the Megadeth albums, like that's not. There's no legal precedent there. I don't think. Is D. Snyder the judge? What is this?
That sounds fucking awesome.
No, you don't, because you have to dress like
would
him.
have gotten out of a damn DUI if I went to this damn
Well,
thing.
okay,
but I keep going to the regular
let's just
courts
agree. Let's
that
just
find
agree.
it illegal.
Let's just agree, if there was a court of any type that was run by anyone who was a rocker in the 80s, you would get away with a lot more crimes. Because could you imagine a scenario where Tommy Lee would convict you of anything? He'd be like, "No, I did that yesterday. I don't give a shit." Like that.
I feel like you'd be more pissed off and be like, "This is bullshit." Like, you fucked Pamela Anderson.
They're like,
you can't be mad at me for
that's what I'm
shit.
saying. No, but I'm saying he would know that because he's Tommy Lee and he's partially retarded. Like, he knows that.
Partially
They'd be
retarded.
Bird,
He
yeah.
fucked
But it's
Pamela
like,
Anderson.
wait, no. Listen to me. Stupidity is not sexually transmitted disease. Okay, Kardashian was dumb beforehand. Yeah,
there's proof.
Yeah, he steered a boat with his dick. We all got issues. What I'm saying is, if you go like,
use the word retarded anymore.
I said partially, and I use it in the clinical way. I don't mean he was stupid. I mean he might mentally not be there.
Slow.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is,
just a
but
jackass.
there's nothing you can do. There's no scenario I can imagine where a court was run by a guy like Tommy Lee or D. Snyder or, hell, Gene Simmons. I cannot think of a scenario in which they'd be in charge where they didn't end with a sentence with, "Oh, something chooses something." He's like, "You know what? World Tour 88. I did it. Moving on." I can't imagine.
This has turned into this took such a weird fucking
They
turn.
tend to.
I was like, this is going to be a wonderful question to add into the craziness that we have. And it turned into the craziest motherfucking question we've had.
What part of our time together, if you believe, would not go that
know.
way? Yeah. That's your fault for having false hopes.
It's funny, and I like to tell people this. When we started this podcast, I always believed, because we had been friends 11, 12 years before we ever started this podcast. Right. I thought I was the crazy motherfucker out of the two of us. It turns out, Ben Up Rage over here, that is, at least, how many times tried to burn the fucking country? Yes, burn it down. We brought it back someday.
I have never burned.
It's a holiday miracle.
I have never burnt anything down. I have simply advocated for it. That's the difference. That'll keep you out of jail.
2 garages.
Right. You can advocate. Yeah, you've done it. I'm talking about it. I've never done it.
Yeah. At least I stopped keeping the gasoline right next to the flamethrower.
And it only took them 3 tries.
2 times.
Well, you
I was able to put it out on the 3rd.
You did it twice. That means it took you 3 times to get it
down
right.
twice. The 3rd time I figured out how to put it out.
Tommy Lee, not guilty. All right, moving on.
Fuck Tommy Lee.
Who hasn't? All right, here we go. Vince Neil is the answer. All right, moving on.
Okay. All right. Now, this is a gentleman that needs some help from us. And I feel like there's more people out here that probably want us to answer this question just so that they can look at their significant other and go, "Ah!"
Poor bastard needs help from us. God damn. Okay.
My wife wants to go Black Friday shopping on Thanksgiving. And I think we should wait till Black Friday. What are your thoughts?
My
He's going to have a stroke, ladies and
My
gentlemen.
thoughts are thus, and that's as classy as I'm going to get.
Class.
The difference between Thursday and Black Friday is whether you
24 hours?
whether you want to be full during your riot or not. That's really the difference. Like, if you want to go Black Friday, here's what you do. Go to any city after a major, like, NBA win. It's a riot. That's all it is. They've just taken it and put it inside a Walmart. That's all they've done. Black Friday shopping is the crazy. If you really need a television that bad, good for you. But you shoulder block a couple soccer moms to get there. That's your business. I done it exactly once. And I say once because it'll never happen again. No, it's not worth it to me. I've literally had to abandon a shopping cart because there was no way I was going to get through the throngs of people. Like the beginning of a zombie movie. I was never going to get the cart through. So I was like, fuck it. So I abandoned the cart in the middle of housewares.
Nice.
That was once. And I'm like, nope, not doing that again. So no. So what day you go, I don't give a shit. If you're dumb enough to go, that's your fault.
See, my whole thing, and this is the thing that I've never understood about the whole... One, it's called Black Friday, so you shouldn't be able to fucking go till Friday, at least. If your crazy ass wants to go in and get cut for a fucking toy that your kid's gonna
They
probably...
need that Nintendo Switch, damn it. They need it.
Whatever the newest fucking toy is that year that your kid's gonna probably break by fucking January. But, is... You literally spend the afternoon... I mean, if you live in a decent family, you've probably at least talked about things you're thankful for. And you're like, I'm thankful for the things that I have. And then 2 hours later, you're like, fuck this hoe. I'm getting that motherfucker.
Yep. And you're box
That is
cutting
the-
somebody in a Walmart trying to get the latest Tickle Me Elmo. And you're going, I'm not thankful anymore. I'm going to kill a bitch. That's how that goes.
You can definitely tell that it has been a long time since your ass has been Black Friday that you thought a Tickle Me Elmo was a thing people are still going
Every 2 years, there's a new Sesame Street fucking doll that something comes... Nothing was that big, but there's always some dumb thing that kids get that we don't understand because we're adults and not stupid. And our children are... Let's call it what it is. Your kid's real young, but in a few more years, he's going to start... He's going to get stupid, and he's going to want some dumb little top thing that you're never going to find, and he wants you to NFL lineman your way through a Target to try and grab.
It does help that I'm 260 pounds.
It does, and you've been prepared for that. What I'm saying is that's what's going to happen.
That is why I got to the size that I am.
Yes.
Is
This
so
has
that on
been
a Black
training.
Friday, I can run over a 60-year-old woman trying to get Tickle Me Elmo
Yes.
for fucking grandkids.
Pure training. That's all this
Yes,
is.
that's it. Yes.
Yes.
And people said that I wasn't going to amount to anything. Ha ha, fuckers. All right.
I'm going to let that one sit. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you let that one sit. We're going to act like that's not the craziest thing that's been said.
It is
during
not.
It is not.
No,
and
it's
it never
not.
fucking will be. So,
No.
like, we've already learned you're the crazy motherfucker out of the two of us.
I take that as a compliment. I do. I
All
really
right.
do. That's where I'm at.
But
I
that
know
is-
what I'm about. I know.
I'm with Jake on the ass wipes.
Oh, no, we're not bringing that back
yeah,
up.
what's it-
Bring it back.
No, not bringing that up. No, I'm not. No, no.
I love the fact that since the last time that we were here, that Aaron has been just being like,
He's
oh
been
my God.
stewing on this.
You went home and tried it, didn't you?
I was doing it before you even said it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the OG,
Hell yeah.
wiping his ass with
OG.
a wet cloth or some shit.
All right. Since
Like you're French,
since
okay?
time out. Since we actually have a crowd here of some
Oh,
people,
boy.
how many people that are currently listening to us in this audience right now have ever actually used some type of a sanitary wipe on your ass?
Like the wet ones, like
I mean,
you're a
it's
baby.
Good. It's all good.
1, 2,
all
3,
good.
4, 5,
Fuck yeah, dude.
and a fuck yeah dude from the audience.
It's the best.
Oh, I don't know about the best. I'm not saying it ain't
I'm
great.
giving,
but I'm
I'm
not saying
giving
the
a random
best.
shout out.
I'm not saying the best. I wouldn't say the best.
Sir, what is Mr. Fuck Yeah, what is your name?
My name's Eric.
Eric, aka our newest friend, Mr. Fuck
It's
Yeah.
your new friend,
that has
yeah.
finally helped this argument end after our last live
I don't know how it ended.
live show
but
here.
okay.
But this is now turned into an ass wiping for him.
Yeah, you don't see it going that
We
way.
went
but
from
it does.
is Tommy Lee an asshole to how to clean your asshole.
And oddly enough, the two are still related.
Weird.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hillbilly Therapy.
I'm just gonna take this whole episode just to be
That-
kicking Tommy Lee's ass. That's all it's gonna be. Screw that guy I've never met. All right.
Wipes clean Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
That's the name of the live
There's
show.
not enough wipes in the world. All right, go ahead.
Enough sanitary wipes. All right. We're down to our last question.
Oh,
and this is
thank
one
God.
that, because we've talked about sports in the past that you could give two flying fucks about.
Not one
about
bit.
sports.
Don't
but,
care. Don't care. No.
This has been a very
No.
controversial topic, especially this year in sports. But should college players be paid while they're in college?
Yes.
We've had a couple different things going on. We had High State Buckeye Chase Young get suspended 2 games for having his parents' neighbor give him money to get his girl to go watch him play. And recently we had Tua, the quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide, which, sorry, but, fuck Alabama. In more ways, that's been a normal thing on this podcast.
So
fuck
the list
Alabama.
is now Tommy Lee and Alabama. Fuck
Yes.
both of them. Okay.
Fuck both of them.
All right.
But he suffered an injury in a game that he shouldn't have been fucking playing in, but
Yeah.
the coach made him go out there and play in.
Yes.
That he may have ended his career.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, we may know more about the injury, but this guy may have just possibly, by making his ass go out on a field injured, may have cost this guy an upwards of $20 to $30 million.
Yeah.
While this sumbitch makes $15 million.
Oh, yeah.
To go.
To yell at a bunch of 19-year-olds to
go.
play a sport better.
All right, we're going to go XYZ to
Yeah.
fuck you guys.
Yeah, that's what they do. And that's why I think they should, because the NCAA, there's a rule in the NCAA that says you have to play, I think it's through your sophomore year.
Junior
Correct.
year.
Junior year.
You have
play
to be
3
out
years.
of college. You
You
have
gotta
to be
play
out of high
3
school
years.
3 years
You gotta play
before
out
you're
of high
allowed
school.
to declare
yourself
eligible to be drafted.
To be drafted. And the idea, so that you go, and if you want to be drafted by the NFL, logically you want to be in college. You want to be in a top team, a Division I team. You want to be at a team, a team known for the team you're going to see on TV on a Saturday, right?
Right.
So what they do is they go out there and oh, you get a scholarship. Okay, well, scholarship might just pay for your bills at the school. Maybe. Now, that doesn't count for room and board. It doesn't account for food because you need to eat. And it doesn't account for the fact that in addition to being a full-time student, you are also expected to be practicing 24 goddamn 7. That does not account for any of that. All it gives is we give you enough money to go to the statistics class you're never going to fucking use. I took a statistics class, and I'm on a podcast in a record store. Didn't work, did it? Okay. The point is, so it's all this stuff, the carrot they dangle is that you might get drafted for the NFL. The problem is, the percentage of people who play, even in a Division I school, that go to the NFL, microscopic. Not everyone is going to the NFL. A majority are not. 70% are not going. At best. What you're talking about, so you're saying, okay, no one can get paid because the NCAA, because it would ruin the sanctity, or whatever the fucking word they want to use, about the sport. Meanwhile, the coaches, they're coaches, and I went to Ohio State, okay? I'll say it right now. Our coach makes a bunch of fucking money. Every coach has. Every coach, if you're in a decent school, makes a bunch of fucking money to yell at a bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds to tell them to move the ball further down the field. So then he gets to get in his car and drive home, and the kids go back to their dorms or apartments, and maybe they'll have enough food for dinner that night. And if they take a single gift, a single dinner, or anything else, they are going to they're going to get fucked over because they might get to play in the NFL 3 years from now if they're good enough and don't fuck up their knee on the OSU Michigan game in 2021. That's why.
What's funny, a few years ago, when they really this started becoming more popular of even discussing players getting paid, is I was on the opposite side of it. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? These people are getting a free education. They're leaving college with an education. They ain't got to deal with the amounts of fucking debt that probably 99.8% of the people listening to this are probably still trying to fucking pay off their fucking student loans. You're more likely to die than
I was
pay
saying
off
on the
your
podcast,
student loans.
Navient can kiss my ass. They ain't getting shit.
Right.
I don't make enough money to pay them, so fuck it. I don't care. You good luck.
I really started to look into the the money behind it and realize how much these schools and the godly NCAA.
Oh yeah.
Which that's my response to any of the cameras. That's how I feel about the NCAA, because they are making the NCAA makes up to $19 billion a year
The thing is, you have to think
for
about,
a game that they've never played.
Well, and it's the governing body thing, and that's the thing about it is
the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard. That you got these schools that, you know, they sell these jerseys.
Yep.
I mean, if you look next time you're watching a college football game, look in the audience.
Yeah.
Look at how many people
Yes.
are wearing a number 1 jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, for Justin Fields of Ohio State, who just came to the school less than a year ago. But you'll see upwards of, let's say, 8,000 people
Oh yeah.
in a stadium wearing a number 1 jersey.
Yep.
Now, do you know what kind of car Justin Fields drives to practice?
Flintstone.
Fucking doesn't.
Yeah.
He walks.
Yeah.
That
Well,
is
because
the dumbest
Because those
motherfucker.
jerseys, while they have the number on them, do not have the name on them. Because they don't have the name on them, they are not entitled to any royalties. That's the difference between the NCAA and the NFL. The NFL has the NFL Players Association. So whenever you put a player, any player at all, in a video game or any of these things, you have to pay a license fee to that player. Because Emmitt Smith, and I'm going to date myself here, but if Emmitt Smith appeared in a video game, Emmitt Smith made a goddamn paycheck. Because you're playing as Emmitt Smith. No, they put a number 1 on a jersey and they say, well, it's a school, so that fucker, he said, walks to class.
Yes.
That's the difference. And that's why I say, and that's what I'm saying. If no one made any money, if it was all a charity, if this was the Harlem Globetrotters bullshit, fine. I wouldn't care. But there's a lot of people making money, but the idea behind it is that one guy, that player. Now, if he makes money, then the whole system's fucked. I don't believe that.
And especially when you look at guys, okay, like you said earlier, they have the promise of possibly living the dream that they have had since they were little of playing in the National Football League, but all it takes is one bad hit, and they're a fucking vegetable.
Right. And that's one thing. If
And
you're
you know,
playing,
you know, if say a player goes out there, he gets hit, he's a vegetable the rest of his life. Do you know how much the school pays him? Nothing.
Nothing.
But you know what option that the school is given? Because he is injured, which means he will not be playing in the games for, let's say, those 3 years. So say it happens his sophomore year. The school is allowed to revoke his scholarship because he didn't live up to his end of the agreement.
He didn't dance when they told him to.
Yes. That is the craziest, dumbass thing. And our wonderful producer is over here about to lose his mind like he had something to say.
At first, it's like he didn't know what that means. He's like, what are you, mini Macho Man? He's like, what's going on here?
Do you have
I
something?
I see what you're saying.
Wrap it up. Okay.
All right.
We're being told to wrap it up because we've got other shit to do.
Yeah, we do.
But I wanted to tell you guys, have a wonderful holiday, Christmas, New Year's, and everything else. We'll see you in 2020. And
think about that.
yeah, I don't
How
fucking
drunk do
know
you
what
plan on getting for the holidays?
a lot.
Because you might wake up a year later. Like,
I don't know if you've heard, but they now sell 99 packs of PBR. So fucking happy holidays to me,
no, my
motherfucker.
parents are married. I didn't know that.
Fuck you. Alrighty then. Well, we've said it many times. We'll say it again. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. Y'all have a great holidays. Love you.
Last call for the Lord. I'll soon be leaving. While she's waiting patiently at home for me, I'll play just one more song. Think about her, 'cause I love her and I know she loves me.